Alright guys, well, this is a special treat. I haven't had a chance to speak to this man for quite some time, but here is co-main event UFC Perth. Jimmy Crute, man.
What's up, man?
What's been going on? We haven't spoken in a while, but you've been killing it, bro.
I've just been sort of tucked away training and, yeah, staying consistent, which I love.
Well, I've been following you, man. You've had some great interviews with the Who the Fuck guys, and you've been doing a lot of great stuff, man, over in the training room and obviously in the UFC. I got to ask you, bro, like, now in hindsight, I know you took that break for the 18 months or so, and now you've come back, you've been able to find yourself in the octagon, but most importantly, you've been able to sort of find yourself outside of the octagon, right? In hindsight, how happy are you that you took the chance to sort of take that break? Because not many people would be emotionally intelligent enough to be like, I'm going to take a pause on this before I continue.
It wasn't out of intelligence that I took the break. God sort of forced my hand and broke me down to nothing. So if it was up to me, I never would have. But looking back, I just thank God every day that I did. I finally got a chance to let my body rest and my mind rest and just my spirit rest, bro. Like, I just come back and I felt refreshed, and now I know the warning signs, and now I know I have a different outlook where I can pick up on things earlier and rest when I need to and not try and push through everything. So it was just, the recovery was one thing, but just the lesson it taught me too was another.
Yeah, it's interesting because I remember we started video or shooting you back in the day when you were working with Sam. You were one of the training partners at the gym, and you helped us out with some techniques of the week. That was like 10 years ago. And you've been in the spotlight, man, for such a long time. Was it a situation as well where you were like, man, I'm trying to figure out who I am as a person, but I'm in the limelight basically from like my early 20s, and everybody expects me to be like the Brood and this like killer, but I don't even know who I am, you know?
100%, bro. I had no idea who I was, and I was just trying to please everyone, trying to be what everyone else wanted me to be. And sometimes you just got to take a step back, put your middle finger up and go, I got to figure this shit out by myself.
I remember it was like Jimmy is living in a van, and then Jimmy's got a mullet, and I remember sometimes he'd be like, oh man, like there's more to this than that story, and there's more, and people were kind of trying to peg you into these kind of like almost like roles, right? Like almost characters. And I saw that you were a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, like when we would chat, whenever you would kind of see that happening.
Yeah, I was just trying to be me, man. And like you say one thing and people hold on to it, and that's you now, and that's your image. The way out of that though is just not to give a fuck about your image. I don't care. Like, I don't care how people perceive me now. You can take something that I say in this interview and try and run with it, and I'll just be like, cool, no problem. I don't care.
Yeah. When did that really kick in for you, you reckon? Was it when you returned? Was it the last fight? When did it really all come into perspective for you?
It's a work in progress, man. Like, I still have my days, don't get me wrong. I think when I allowed Jesus Christ into my life, it really, that was the turning point. So I would say then, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's great about Perth is you get this co-main event spot. What a big spot, right? It just kind of almost shows, you know, this journey that you're on, the path that you're on. It's paying off in a big way. When you found out you were in the co-main spot on this card for Perth, what did it mean to you personally?
I look at it two ways. On one hand, I'm very grateful and thankful for the opportunity. But at the other hand, my goal isn't to co-main event at Fight Night. My goal is to win a world title and main event and pay-per-view. And so I'm very grateful, and I'm very grateful for the present moment. But I would be grateful if I was fighting on the first night of the prelims, the first fight of the prelims.
Yeah.
So it's just a spot on the card, man.
And that's the new mindset, right? The division's very different. Next weekend, we've got Alex Pereira rematching Ankalaev to see what happens to the future of the champion in your division. Obviously, in this main event, we've got Carlos Ulberg, and he's taken on Dominic Reyes. And then, of course, we've got Yuri and Khalil. Like, what do you make of the way things are moving in the division now that you're getting right back into the mix?
I sort of don't think about it because the division will be so much different to when I'm there. It can change overnight. And I can make all these plans in my head and say, oh, I've got to fight this guy and this guy to get to here. But by this weekend, the whole division could be different. So I just take it one fight at a time and one step at a time, man. I don't think too far ahead.
It's interesting because I spoke to Dominic Reyes, a few weeks ago, and he kind of has a similar story too. Like, obviously, he was able to find God. He was also kind of saying he lost himself in the process after the John Jones fight, and he is now kind of in a similar journey. Obviously, your journeys are different, but similar. There's a lot of similarities there. Have you noticed some of these similarities as you guys both basically headline this card this weekend?
Well, Dom's a brother in Christ, so it makes sense that we've sort of put through similar journeys. I've got nothing but nice things to say about Dom, actually. I met him once and he was a great bloke, and he's right over there, so I'm going to say nice things. We'll fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see you guys mix it up. Just quickly, who do you think is going to win in that main event? Oldberg, man, 8-fight win streak. Isn't that crazy? This would be his 9th win in a row if he gets it done this weekend.
I haven't given it much thought, man. I'm not going to lie. Look at both guys. I respect both guys a hell of a lot, but they're both potential opponents. So I just may the best man win.
Let's talk about your opponent. Obviously, he's kind of got his back up against the wall, right? It's obvious that he needs this win, or who knows what's going to happen to his future in the UFC. What are you expecting from him in this co-main event? We've seen this play out differently, right? Like, guys find the best of themselves, or guys just go balls to the wall from the get-go, trying to guarantee that win because they need it. What are you expecting from him in this co-main?
I don't really give that too much thought either. That's probably a boring answer for most questions, but it doesn't matter what he brings. I'm going to be ready for whatever he brings. I'll scope him from the moment we walk into the cage until the moment we touch gloves, until the moment the fight starts. I'll be analysing and processing what I need to do, and then I'll just let the fight play out how it needs to play out. At the end of the day, we have no control over what happens in there. So it's almost like I just make the walk and ride the wave and try and control my mind in there. That's the only thing I can control.
You probably don't really care who it is, but I'm guessing top 15, that's the goal after this. Things go to plan. Like, you're not looking ahead of this weekend, but it would be good to get up in the top 15. Ideally, things go to plan. How quickly would you like to get back in there? And do you want to have a crack at that top 15?
Whether it's this fight or the next fight, I don't really care. I love the journey. I'm really enjoying the journey, actually. So however long God decides it takes for me to get there will be how long it takes. I'd fight there tomorrow. I'd fight there next year. I don't care. I will get there, though.
Awesome, dude. Well, look, I'm excited to see you get this opportunity. I know you don't care if it's co-main or prelim, but I know there's a lot of Jimmy Crute fans out there that are pumped to see you in this spot, especially after your journey. It's been inspiring for all of us to watch, man. Best of luck this weekend. Can't wait to chat to you after the fight, man.
Thank you, bro.
Welcome back, Jimmy Crute. UFC Perth, check him out this weekend. Jimmy the Brute Crute.